The only 3 exercises you truly need can transform your strength, balance, and mobility in as little as 15 minutes a day. The common belief that you must spend hours in a gym doing dozens of exercises is not just wrong, it's often counterproductive. From a clinical perspective, what most people get wrong about fitness after 50 is the idea that you have to do everything. Intense cardio, heavy weights, stretching, balance work. This information overload is overwhelming and is a primary reason why people fail to remain consistent. However, the biggest mistake people over 50 make has nothing to do with exercise selection. It's about expectations. Stiff mornings become accepted as normal. Avoiding the stairs is seen as a smart choice. You start to internalize the idea that this is just how it is now. Medically speaking, this is a dangerous self-fulfilling prophecy. Every time you lower your physical expectations, your body adapts downward to meet them. When you accept a limitation, you stop challenging the muscles needed to overcome it, which leads to sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss, and the limitation becomes your physical reality. You do not have to accept this. This decline is reversible with a targeted approach, using 3 specific exercises. You don't need a gym, and it's easy to start even if you've never exercised before. Today, I will show you the exact 3 movements that engage every major muscle group essential for your independence. These are scientifically proven exercises that directly address the biggest physical challenges faced after 50. We will cover the 1 exercise that is paramount for preventing falls and building total body strength, the movement that maintains upper body power and corrects posture, and the simple exercise that protects your spine. More than that, I will show you precisely how to modify each one based on your current ability and how to recognize the physical cues that tell you when it's time to progress. Let's begin. Remember those days when you could bound up a flight of stairs without a second thought, lift heavy bags of groceries effortlessly, or spend an entire afternoon gardening without a single ache? As we journey through life, especially as we approach and pass our 50s, a subtle shift often occurs. Society, and sometimes even our own inner voice, begins to whisper that it's time to slow down. We're told to take it easy, to be careful, and that perhaps our bodies aren't what they used to be. This narrative often paints a picture of inevitable decline, where strength wanes, balance falters, and physical limitations begin to creep in. But what if I told you that this widely accepted narrative is not just misleading, but potentially harmful? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that can rob us of our potential and joy. The truth is, aging doesn't inherently mean frailty or a life lived on the sidelines. While our bodies certainly change, the degree of decline is often less about the candles on our birthday cake and more about our activity levels. Scientific evidence overwhelmingly points to inactivity, not age itself, as the primary culprit behind many age-related physical challenges. We're not talking about becoming Olympic athletes, but about cultivating strength, balance, and mobility essential for a vibrant, active life. One of the biggest hurdles isn't physical inability, but psychological barriers. Many people over 50 feel intimidated by the idea of exercise. They envision crowded, high-intensity gyms, complex machinery, or fear of injury. Perhaps they tried something in their younger days that didn't stick, or they've been given bad advice. The fitness industry often promotes extreme ideals, making simple, effective movement seem inadequate or boring. This misunderstanding creates a formidable mental block, preventing countless individuals from discovering the profound benefits of well-chosen movements, easily accessible to all. It's time to reframe our perception of exercise. Instead of viewing it as a punishment for past indulgences or a grim necessity, let's embrace it as an empowering tool for maintaining our independence, boosting our mood, and enhancing our quality of life. Imagine being able to confidently pick up your grandchildren, carry heavy shopping bags without strain, or walk long distances exploring new places without pain. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving your functional capacity, the ability to do the things you love, for as long as you want to do them. It's about taking proactive steps to regain your physical independence. This program isn't about pushing your body to its limits or adhering to grueling, complicated routines. It's about simplicity, effectiveness, and sustainability. We're going to cut through the noise and focus on a handful of foundational movements, exercises that are scientifically proven to counteract the effects of aging on strength, balance, and mobility. You don't need fancy equipment, hours of free time, or a personal trainer. Just a willingness to try, and an understanding that consistent, smart effort yields incredible rewards. Get ready to discover how just a few minutes a day can transform your physical landscape and empower you to reclaim your vitality. It's a conversation I've had countless times, in countless different forms. A friend, a family member, a new client, often someone wonderful, vibrant, and full of life, reaches a certain age, usually past 50, and a subtle shift begins. They start talking about slowing down, taking it easy, or accepting that I can't do what I used to. There's an underlying narrative that physical decline is an inevitable, unchangeable part of aging, something to simply endure rather than challenge. This isn't just a benign mindset, it's a quiet, insidious belief that can dramatically shape our reality, becoming a dangerous, self-fulfilling prophecy. We tell ourselves we can't, and so we don't even try. We unwittingly design our own physical limitations, not through inability, but through the simple act of lowering our expectations. Think about it. When we subconsciously decide that a certain level of strength, balance, or mobility is no longer for us because of our age, what happens next? We stop engaging in activities that would maintain or even improve those very qualities. We might shy away from a slightly challenging walk, decline an invitation to play with grandchildren on the floor, or avoid lifting anything heavier than a grocery bag. Each small decision, seemingly harmless on its own, adds up. Our bodies, incredible machines that adapt to demand, begin to adapt to a lack of demand. Muscles atrophy, bones weaken, balance deteriorates. It's not a sudden collapse, but a gradual erosion, fueled by the very thought that initiated it. This isn't an act of nature. It's an act of conditioned self-limitation. The medical community, unfortunately, sometimes reinforces this narrative. While well-meaning, phrases like normal age-related changes can often be misinterpreted as an excuse for inaction. Yes, physiological changes occur with age. Muscle protein synthesis can be less efficient. Recovery might take longer. But these are challenges to be managed, not brick walls to surrender to. We mistake the potential for decline as an absolute certainty of decline, regardless of effort. This false acceptance prevents us from seeking solutions, exploring new exercises, or pushing our perceived boundaries. It robs us of agency and the opportunity to experience a richer, more physically capable life. We end up accepting a fate that is largely within our control to redefine. Consider the ripple effect. When we limit ourselves physically, it's not just about what we can't do in the gym. It affects our independence, our social life, and even our mental well-being. The joy of spontaneity. Picking up a heavy suitcase, chasing a pet, or simply getting up from a low chair without struggle begins to fade. Isolation can creep in as physical limitations prevent us from participating in group activities or visiting loved ones. This isn't just about longevity. It's about quality of life. It's about being able to live fully, robustly, and with confidence, rather than being confined by the perceived limitations of a calendar year. This dangerous prophecy doesn't just age our bodies, it ages our spirit and potential. So, how do we break this cycle? The first, most crucial step is a conscious refusal to accept the prevailing narrative. It's about shifting our mindset from, I can't to, how can I? It's about understanding that our bodies are incredibly resilient and capable of adaptation at any age. It's about daring to set new physical goals, no matter how small they seem initially. We need to challenge the assumption that decline is inevitable, and instead embrace the idea that continued growth and strength are not only possible, but essential for a vibrant second half of life. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a scientifically supported truth. It's time to rewrite the script and reclaim our power, one mindful movement, and one bold thought at a time, moving beyond the limits we self-impose. Remember those days when getting up from a low chair felt effortless, or reaching for something on the top shelf didn't require a moment of hesitation? As we age, many of us start to notice these small shifts, attributing them simply to getting older. But what if I told you that a significant portion of what we call aging in our physical abilities isn't inevitable decline, but rather a consequence of reduced activity and specific muscle groups falling dormant? It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that intense workouts are only for the young, or that gentle walks are all we need. However, true functional longevity, the ability to live independently and vibrantly well into our later years, requires something more targeted, yet surprisingly simple. We're not talking about training for a marathon here, or lifting impossible weights. We're talking about rediscovering the fundamental movements our bodies were designed for. Movements that, when consistently practiced, can quite literally turn back the clock on physical decline. This isn't about looking younger, but feeling younger, stronger, and more capable in your everyday life. The secret lies not in complex routines or expensive equipment, but in mastering a few foundational exercises that scientific research has consistently shown to be vital for maintaining and even reversing age-related muscle loss and functional decline. These aren't just exercises, they are keys to unlocking a more resilient, energetic you. It's about empowering yourself to continue enjoying life's simple pleasures. Whether that's playing with grandchildren, tending to your garden, or simply moving through your home with confidence and ease. Let's reclaim that sense of effortless movement you once knew. The beautiful truth is, you don't need to join a gym or spend hours working out to see profound results. In fact, just 3 core movements, when performed correctly and consistently, can form the bedrock of a powerful anti-aging strategy. These exercises aren't new. They've been around for centuries because they mimic the natural movements our bodies perform daily. They engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, improving strength, balance, and flexibility all at once. Think of them as the big 3, the foundational pillars upon which all other physical activities are built. Ignoring them is like trying to build a house on a shaky foundation. By focusing on these, we're not just building muscle, we're rebuilding neuromuscular connections, enhancing bone density, and improving cardiovascular health. It's a holistic approach to physical wellness that directly combats the common ailments associated with aging. Many people hesitate, thinking these exercises are too difficult or that their body isn't ready. But the beauty of these movements is their adaptability. They can be scaled down for absolute beginners and gradually progressed as you get stronger. It's not about perfection from day one, but about consistent effort and progressive overload, even if that load is just your body weight. So, what are these magic 3? First, we have the squat. Often feared or misunderstood, the squat is arguably the most fundamental human movement. Think about sitting down and standing up. That's a squat. This movement strengthens your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and even your core. It's crucial for maintaining independence, improving balance, and preventing falls. A strong squat means a strong ability to navigate stairs, get off the toilet, or pick something up from the floor without strain. It's a full-body movement that impacts everything from your posture to your metabolism. The ability to perform a deep, controlled squat is a powerful indicator of functional fitness and longevity. It tells us how well your hips, knees, and ankles are working together, and how strong your major lower body muscles are. We'll delve deeper into the squat, exploring various modifications and progressions to make it accessible for everyone, regardless of their current fitness level. Remember, every journey starts with a single step, or in this case, a single mindful squat. Next on our essential list is the push-up. This exercise is a powerhouse for upper body strength, targeting your chest, shoulders, and triceps, while also engaging your core for stability. Think about pushing open a heavy door, getting up from the floor after a fall, or even pushing yourself out of a comfortable armchair. These actions all rely on the pushing strength developed by push-ups. Beyond just muscle, Push-ups are fantastic for improving overall upper body endurance and joint stability. They also play a significant role in maintaining good posture, counteracting the common rounded shoulder posture many develop from sitting for extended periods. Like the squat, the push-up is incredibly versatile. It can be performed against a wall, on your knees, or with your hands elevated on a bench, making it achievable for almost anyone. The goal isn't to become a push-up master overnight, but to gradually build the strength and confidence to perform this crucial movement effectively. It's about empowering your upper body to support you in all of life's daily pushes and lifts. Finally, we arrive at the plank, a cornerstone for core strength and stability. Forget endless crunches. The plank is a far more effective exercise for developing a resilient midsection, protecting your spine, and improving overall body control. Your core isn't just your abs. It's a network of muscles that wraps around your entire torso, providing the foundation for almost every movement you make. A strong core translates to better balance, reduced back pain, and improved performance in everything from walking to gardening. It's the silent guardian of your posture and your body's central powerhouse. The plank teaches your body to act as a solid unit, resisting gravity and maintaining a neutral spine. Holding a plank might seem simple, but it demands integrated strength from head to toe. We'll explore how to hold a plank correctly and how to progress it as your core strength improves. Together, the squat, push-up, and plank form an unbeatable trio. Incorporating these three simple, yet profoundly effective, exercises into your routine, even for just a few minutes a day, can dramatically improve your physical capabilities, reverse the signs of physical aging, and allow you to live a more active, independent, and joyful life. It's time to invest in your future self, one powerful movement at a time. Welcome back to our journey towards a more vibrant, independent you. Today we're diving into the first cornerstone movement, one that's often misunderstood and underestimated, especially as we age: the humble squat. Forget about heavy barbells or competitive powerlifting. We're talking about the fundamental human movement that allows you to pick up your grandchild, sit down comfortably, or simply get off the toilet without a struggle. This isn't just an exercise. It's a critical component of functional longevity. Think about it. How many times a day do you essentially perform a squat? Getting in and out of a chair, bending down to tie your shoes, picking something up off the floor. If these actions become difficult or painful, your quality of life takes a significant hit. Many people, particularly those over 50, start to avoid squatting motions, fearing knee pain or injury. This avoidance, however, creates a vicious cycle. The less you squat, the weaker your leg and core muscles become, making simple daily tasks even harder and increasing your risk of falls. It's a sad irony that by trying to protect ourselves, we often accelerate the decline we fear. The good news is, relearning and integrating squats into your routine doesn't require a gym membership or complicated equipment. It starts with body weight, focusing on proper form and gradual progression. Imagine being able to effortlessly get down to play with your pets, garden without back strain, or simply walk up a flight of stairs feeling strong and stable. The squat strengthens your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, and even your core, a powerhouse of muscles essential for maintaining balance, mobility, and overall independence. It's a full-body movement disguised as a leg exercise. We'll begin with the chair squat, a perfect starting point. Stand in front of a sturdy chair, feet shoulder-width apart. Imagine you're about to sit down, keeping your chest up and your gaze forward. Lower yourself slowly, just until your glutes lightly touch the chair, then push through your heels to stand back up. The chair provides a safety net, building confidence and teaching your body the correct range of motion. Focus on controlled movements, not speed. As you get stronger, you might reduce reliance on the chair, eventually performing full body weight squats with ease. Remember, consistency trumps intensity, especially when rebuilding foundational strength. 2 to 3 sessions a week with 10-15 repetitions can make a profound difference. Don't be discouraged if it feels challenging at first. Every effort is an investment in your future self. This isn't about vanity. It's about empowerment, about reclaiming the ability to move through life with grace and strength. The squat is your secret weapon against the limitations that age often tries to impose. Embrace it, master it, and watch your functional longevity soar. Welcome back, my friends. If you've been following along, you've already discovered the transformative power of the squat, a movement fundamental to our lower body and overall independence. Now, let's shift our focus upwards to a hero often misunderstood, yet incredibly vital for our daily lives, the push-up. When we hear push-up, many of us envision military recruits or fitness fanatics. But let me tell you, this humble exercise is far more than just a chest builder. It's a cornerstone for comprehensive upper body strength, core stability, and crucially, improving your posture as you age. Think about it. Every time you push open a heavy door, steady yourself against a wall, or even get up from the floor, you're engaging the same muscle groups that a well-executed push-up strengthens. It's about empowering you to interact with your environment with confidence and ease, reversing the subtle decline that often comes with years of inactivity. The benefits truly extend beyond what you might see in the mirror. Push-ups engage your chest, shoulders, and triceps, yes, but they also demand significant work from your core muscles to keep your body in a straight, stable line. This simultaneous engagement makes it a compound movement, exceptionally efficient for building functional strength. Imagine having the power to lift groceries effortlessly, to garden without shoulder strain, or to confidently push yourself up from a seated position on the floor. These aren't just dreams, they are tangible, achievable outcomes when you consistently incorporate push-ups into your routine. Furthermore, by strengthening the muscles in your chest and shoulders, push-ups can directly counteract the hunched-over posture that many of us develop from prolonged sitting, pulling your shoulders back and opening up your chest. This not only makes you look more confident, but also improves breathing and reduces back pain. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, push-ups? At my age? That's impossible. And I understand that sentiment. Perhaps you tried them years ago and found them too difficult, or you worry about wrist pain. Here's the good news. A push-up isn't a single rigid exercise. It's a spectrum of movements, each designed to meet you exactly where you are. We're not aiming for perfection on day one. We're aiming for progress. Forget the traditional floor push-up for a moment. We can start with wall push-ups, moving to inclined push-ups using a sturdy counter or a chair, then progressing to knee push-ups. The key is to select a variation where you can maintain good form throughout the entire movement, focusing on controlled motion rather than brute force. Your body is capable of incredible adaptation, and with the right approach, you'll be surprised at how quickly your strength develops. The beauty of the push-up lies in its versatility and scalability. Once you've mastered an incline push-up, you can gradually lower the angle of your body until you're working towards a full floor push-up. Always remember, form triumphs over ego. A perfect knee push-up is infinitely more beneficial than a sloppy full push-up that puts strain on your joints. When performing any variation, visualize your body as a straight line from your head to your heels, or knees. Engage your core tightly, as if bracing for a gentle punch. As you lower yourself, keep your elbows at about a 45-degree angle to your body, not flared out wide like airplane wings. Lower until your chest is just an inch or two from the surface, then push powerfully back to the starting position. Breathe out as you push up. This isn't just about building impressive muscles. It's about reclaiming your autonomy and enjoying life more fully. Picture yourself easily pushing open a heavy supermarket door, or confidently getting back up after playing with grandchildren on the floor. These are the moments where the strength you build from consistent push-up practice truly shines. It's a testament to your commitment to yourself, a declaration that age is just a number, and that functional strength is an evergreen asset. Embrace the journey, celebrate every small victory, and soon, you'll feel an undeniable surge of strength and confidence in your upper body, empowering you to navigate your world with renewed vitality and a lifted posture. As we gracefully navigate the journey of life, especially past our fabulous 50s, the whisper of back pain can sometimes turn into a persistent ache. Many of us instinctively think of crunches or sit-ups to strengthen our core, but often, these exercises can put undue strain on our spine, doing more harm than good. This is where the mighty plank steps in, a deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful exercise designed to build robust core strength, not just for aesthetics, but crucially, to act as a natural, protective corset for your spine. It's about building a foundation of stability, ensuring every movement you make, from bending to lift a grandchild to simply standing tall, is supported and safe. Imagine your core as the central pillar of your body, connecting your upper and lower halves. If this pillar is weak, the entire structure becomes vulnerable, particularly your precious spine. The plank, unlike dynamic movements, is an isometric exercise, meaning you hold a static position, engaging multiple muscle groups simultaneously, your abs, obliques, lower back, and even your glutes and shoulders. To perform a perfect plank, start on your forearms and toes, ensuring your body forms a straight line from head to heels. Picture a sturdy wooden plank. Your elbows should be directly under your shoulders, and your gaze down to keep your neck neutral. Actively draw your navel towards your spine, tightening your glutes, and avoid letting your hips sag or rise too high. Hold this position, focusing on steady breathing. This isn't about how long you can hold it, but how well. The benefits of a strong, plank-trained core extend far beyond just sculpted abs. Think about your posture, that elegant, confident stance. A strong core is the secret behind it, counteracting the slouching that often creeps in with age and sedentary lifestyles. It significantly reduces the incidence and severity of lower back pain, a common complaint that can severely limit daily activities. Furthermore, improved core strength directly translates to better balance and stability, dramatically lowering the risk of falls, which are a major concern as we get older. Whether you're reaching for something on a high shelf, tying your shoes, or carrying groceries, a strong core makes these everyday tasks feel effortless and secure. Don't feel intimidated if a full plank seems challenging at first. This journey is about progress, not perfection. Start with modifications that suit your current ability. A fantastic starting point is the knee plank, where you rest on your knees instead of your toes, maintaining that straight line from head to knees. As your strength grows, gradually increase your hold time, perhaps starting with 20 seconds and building up. Once you're comfortable, you can transition to the full forearm plank, and later, even explore variations like the high plank on your hands or side planks to target obliques. Always listen to your body. Gentle discomfort is okay. Sharp pain is a signal to stop and adjust. Integrating the plank into your daily routine doesn't require hours. Consistency is your greatest ally here. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 20-60-second holds, 3 to 5 times a week. You can slot it in after your squats and push-ups, creating a powerful trifecta for overall functional fitness. Imagine the sense of accomplishment, the renewed confidence in your physical capabilities, and the sheer joy of moving through life with greater ease and independence. The plank isn't just an exercise, it's an investment in your spinal health, your posture, your balance, and ultimately, your freedom to embrace every moment of your golden years with unwavering strength. Welcome back to our journey, where we're not just moving, but truly thriving. You've embraced the foundational exercises, the squat, push-up, and plank, and now it's time to talk about what happens next, the path of progress. This isn't about becoming an Olympic athlete overnight, but about consistently challenging yourself just enough to grow stronger, more balanced, and more independent. Think of it like tending to a garden. You nurture it, give it what it needs, and watch it flourish over time. The most crucial first step in your progress pathway is learning to listen to your body. There will be days you feel amazing, ready to conquer the world, and other days where a gentle stretch is all you can manage. Both are perfectly fine. Pain is a signal, not a goal. Distinguish between muscle soreness, which indicates growth, and sharp, persistent pain, which requires attention. Always err on the side of caution. If an exercise feels too difficult, don't just stop, modify it. For squats, use a chair for support, or don't go as deep. For push-ups, start against a wall or on your knees. For planks, shorten the hold time or keep your knees on the ground. These modifications aren't cheating. They are smart, sustainable ways to build strength safely and effectively. This adaptability is your superpower. As you gain strength, you'll naturally want to make these exercises more challenging. How do you do that? Gradually. For squats, try going deeper, adding more repetitions, or even holding a light weight, like a water bottle, to your chest. For push-ups, transition from wall push-ups to incline push-ups using a countertop or bench, then to knee push-ups, and eventually to full push-ups on your toes. For planks, increase your hold time by a few seconds each week, or try lifting one arm or leg slightly. The key word here is gradually. Small, consistent increases are far more effective and safer than sudden, drastic jumps in difficulty. Remember, consistency truly is your secret weapon. It's also vital to celebrate your small victories along the way. Maybe you can now do 5 more squats than last month, or hold a plank for an extra 10 seconds. Perhaps you can get up from a low chair without using your hands, or reach for something on a high shelf with newfound ease. These aren't trivial achievements. They are tangible signs of improved functional fitness and a testament to your dedication. Acknowledge them, feel proud, and let them fuel your motivation. This journey is personal, and your progress is unique to you. Don't compare your Chapter 7 to someone else's Chapter 20. Your focus should be on your continuous growth. Finally, remember that this pathway is a lifelong journey. There might be plateaus, setbacks, or periods where life gets in the way. That's normal. The goal isn't perfection, but persistence. If you miss a day, or even a week, simply get back on track when you can. And if you ever feel unsure, experience persistent pain, or want to explore more advanced movements, don't hesitate to consult with a healthcare professional or a certified personal trainer experienced in working with older adults. They can provide personalized guidance and ensure you're progressing safely and optimally. Your body is a remarkable machine, and with the right care and challenge, it will continue to surprise you with its capabilities. As we draw this journey to a close, let's take a moment to look back at where we started. We challenged the notion that growing older inevitably means growing weaker. That diminished capacity is simply part of the deal. We've seen that the story we tell ourselves about aging often becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, tragically limiting our potential long before our bodies truly give out. But through these pages, we've begun to rewrite that narrative, understanding that proactive, intentional movement is not just possible, but transformative. It's about regaining the quiet confidence that comes from a body that moves with ease and purpose. Remember those 3 powerful pillars we built our foundation upon? The squat, the push-up, and the plank. They aren't just exercises. They are fundamental human movements, distilled to their essence, designed to reactivate and strengthen the very muscles that serve us in everyday life. The squat helps you stand up from a chair, pick up a grandchild, or simply walk upstairs without a second thought. The push-up gives you the upper body strength to open stubborn jars, push heavy doors, or steady yourself if you stumble. And the plank? It's your core's silent guardian, protecting your spine and providing the stability for every movement you make, big or small. These aren't about becoming a bodybuilder. They're about becoming a better you, functionally stronger, more resilient. The beauty of this approach lies in its remarkable simplicity and accessibility. We're not asking for hours at the gym or complex routines. What we're asking for is a commitment of just 15 minutes a day. Think about that for a moment. Just 15 minutes, less time than it takes to scroll through social media or watch a single TV commercial break. This isn't about intensity as much as it is about consistency. Small, steady deposits into your physical health bank account yield incredible dividends over time. Each squat, each push-up, each plank held isn't just a physical act. It's a reaffirmation of your commitment to yourself, a tiny victory that builds momentum. This manageable daily investment is the secret. And what are these dividends? They extend far beyond mere muscle. Imagine the joy of reaching for something on a high shelf without hesitation, the freedom of walking further, dancing longer, or simply knowing you can catch yourself if you trip. This isn't just about strength. It's about regaining balance, preventing falls that can so dramatically alter lives, and fostering a profound sense of independence. It's about living life on your own terms, not being dictated by physical limitations. Beyond the physical, there's a mental clarity, a reduction in stress, and an undeniable boost in mood that comes from moving your body. It reconnects mind and body, reminding you of your innate power. So, as you close this book, let it not be an end, but a vibrant beginning. The power to reclaim your strength, balance, and independence is not some elusive goal. It's an achievable reality, waiting for you just 15 minutes a day. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees age not as a decline, but as an opportunity for continuous growth and vitality. You have the tools, the knowledge, and now the path. Embrace this journey. Start today. Your future self, vibrant, strong, and utterly independent, will thank you. Remember, the most profound transformations often begin with the smallest, most consistent steps. In this journey of discovery, we've unveiled the intricate beauty of life's tapestry, from the smallest atom to the vast expanse of the cosmos. Each revelation, a testament to the universe's endless wonders and our insatiable curiosity. But perhaps the greatest discovery isn't out there, but within us. The power to imagine, to create, to connect. It's the silent whisper of inspiration that guides inventors, artists, and dreamers alike. A reminder that our potential is boundless, waiting to be unleashed. So, as we stand at this precipice of knowledge, let us not just observe, but participate. Let us harness this incredible spirit of inquiry, not merely to understand the world, but to transform it. For in every challenge lies an opportunity, and in every question, a new beginning. Embrace the unknown, for it is there that true innovation and profound human connection blossom.